Come and get started on a new mission, a new direction, a new intention. Welcome to 5.8G Alive at Connections 50 Plus. I am Terri-Ann Joseph Brathwaite.
And I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, catering to all your prospects in the third act of life.
Economic well-being, social gratification, personal fulfillment.
Join us on Wednesday at 6 p.m. on Connections 50 Plus Facebook page, YouTube channel,
and on Gael the Caribbean.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Connections 50 Plus 5.8G Alive. And Terri-Ann, we are live 2022, and we welcome you all. How are you?
I'm great. I am great. Happy New Year, everyone. And Jennifer, we're talking to old friends, so we're not introducing ourselves.
That's New Year. Okay, so I am Jennifer Gibbons Joseph, one of the co-creators of Connections 50 Plus. And as usual, with me is my colleague, Terri-Ann.
Hi, Terri-Ann Joseph Brathwaite here. And Happy New Year 2022. It's a number with only twos. It's a number with partnerships. It's more than one. So it's 2022, So we really going on to something new and different in 2022. I'm happy that we all made it. We have arrived here. So I know some of us may have arrived a bit sad. Some of us may arrive back quite happy. Some of us doing better. Some of us catching the proverbial tail. But we are here, and that's so important. So, Happy New Year. Great.
Yeah. And today, Wednesday the 5th, Terri-Ann, we are starting our show on a positive note. I am saying positive. 2022, we're going down the road positive. So we're going to chat about a vision board. We did mention in our last program that this is what we're going to chat about. And this is because we felt, listen, we need to help you move forward and really achieve your goals 2022 and to stay positive in spite of all that is happening around us. So this is our goal this evening. So let me just share with you, and I am going to, in sharing, let's talk about what is really a vision board.
Yeah.
I'm just going to brief you, no heavy details, but to help you because we actually going to be working along with you on this vision board. So a vision board is really, as you say, a virtual representative of your goals. So you can do a physical one, you can do it online. What is really is about is that, normally you know about setting goals. We're at this stage, we're in the third act stage. So by now we know about goals, setting goals, making plans. And I have read, on Facebook really, where many people are saying, listen, they're not setting no goals, they're not making no plans. They're not seeing nowhere in the future. They're dealing with now, and some remarked that when they set goals by February, it is out the window. But
they're mixing it up with a New Year's resolution. That's why.
Yes. So we're not talking, and as Terri-Ann said, we're not talking about no New Year resolution. We are being very practical. And just said that when you see something, when it's visual to you, somewhere it sticks in your mind. So this vision board or dream board, some people call it a dream board, is really for you to think of, okay, what are the areas that I would really like to focus on? So what are the areas you really like to focus on in 2022? And you're not going through the task that's at a writing that is get you frustrated. Instead, you're looking for photos, you're looking for images online, and you decide, you know what, when I get up, anytime I turn around, I want to see, I want to see my vision. I want to see it manifesting in front of me. And this is what it's all about. So for this exercise, what we want you to do is that you decide, start to think of what areas in your life that you want to have a breakthrough in or achieve success in. That's easy. That's not a lot of work for you to do right now. So you think about that. And immediately, I know number one might be what? Financial. Wow, I want help. Then health, oh, just with this pandemic going on, I want to make sure my immune system is really great and I'm going to get sick. You have area, and I just chatting with some of the areas, but you could expand on it. You have the spiritual, because this is a time for faith, for prayers, you know. You have family life, because we all want our families to get together, to give support, etc. You have those in career at this stage. Yeah, you still want to know that you hold on to your job and you have certain things you want to do to keep your career or change career at this time. Although I know we are 50 plus, but yes, we have many persons right now in their 50s who in the workplace who need to look at their career and what they're doing. You have relationships. Hey, this is no time to be vexed with anybody. We need to keep close to family and friends. We need that support. You have the education aspect still, no matter what. You want to improve yourselves. And as I say, improve yourself, it could be under self-esteem. Some people have to look at who they are and say, listen, I want to change. I want to be a different person moving forward. So you have a lot. This is just to give you an idea. You have a lot of different areas that you may be thinking of and saying, you know what, I'm going to give priority in 2022 to these particular areas. And this is not frustrating you. This is going to be helping you and keep you focused. All right. So basically, this is what a vision board is all about. And for you to really create that nice active vision board to keep you focused, to keep you active, it is really important for you to cut out all those photos, or you could create your own thing. You could take photos of yourself in certain activities, of your family, depending on what area you decide. And this is what is great about it. It is not about somebody else telling you what to do. You know, if you're in the workplace or in certain situations, they tell you this is what you're supposed to do and give you a whole set of guidelines and targets, etc. No, this is you controlling your life, deciding how you want to, what you want to achieve, and taking any sort of photo, image. It could be anything, you know, you just be creative. And when I say anything, it should be an image, an item, or something on that board, whether it's online or not.
You can draw it. You can draw it.
Yeah, you can draw. That would
artistic
stimulate you, that will get you excited. That, and let me say it this way, if what you put there not getting you excited or putting a smile on your face, then it shouldn't be there. You know, because if you look at something and you're annoyed at it, it's not going on that vision. All right. So all what you put there is to make you very excited, to make you get up and go, and you say yes, and it could keep changing, huh? Right? You could keep changing, and there's a focus also on it. It is really a great idea for you to put a chart, depending on your thinking. I don't want to confuse some people. When you say chart, some people shut down already. So when I say chart, no. It just means things that will keep you good. Because if you put, if it is something that you under, let me say, under health, and you don't want to say, well, you are 300 pounds now and you want to reach 100, and you put in a chart, that's going to confuse you. No, under health, you feel you want to look a certain way, or you want to feel a certain way. Show yourself in a gym outfit. You don't have to show yourself before and after. No, you know, things like that. Things that will motivate you and not depress you. All right. So it's good to put that. You could use all kind of items, Terri-Ann. They could put a star. They could use a clip. You could so many things.
Let the spirit move you.
Yes, yes. You know, I said think something, and I like the idea too. And for me, a vision board, I started using vision boards from early, so I haven't done the online. Still, I haven't done online. I'm very physical. So I like to, when I get up and I look and I smile, and if something I look at and I say, I ain't like that again, you know, I shift it and I put something else. But remember, I'm not shifting my goal. I just shifting the image or whatever there and put something else that I realize, hey, it will make me go. So basically, you keep track and you enjoy. I share my goals. I have it there open. Well, you know, I'm a very open person. So I share my vision board. Anybody come in to see it, because to me is a way of encouraging others, you know, to do something. It wouldn't be ideal like mine, but it would be to do something. So basically that's it. And this is what Terri-Ann, we're going to go in a little, not so much detail, but share with you under different. I would choose, of course, the financial to chat about, because, you know, I'm a financial coach too, and I see that being key. So for an example, I will just share tips under the financial aspect. And basically that's it. I don't know, Terri-Ann, if you need to add anything else here.
No, just that it is so important. It's a new year. You know, we are in a different time. We're in a period of change. And I know that many people at this time of the year think about, oh, where am I going? What's going to happen? And especially for our cohort. I remember, Jennifer, some time ago, we talked about, and I think it was in Gregory Maguire's program last year, and we covered that in our review, when he indicated that our cohort, especially and we're going into a period of scarcity globally, and our cohort, because we are moving on, most resources and assets are going to be focused on the newer, the younger. But that does not at all mean that we are forgotten. We now have to use our resources, our experience, all the assets that we've accumulated after this phenomenal life, and really now build those bridges and get that to that stage going. And I really do love the idea of vision boards, because it gives us a sense of, it keeps your intention, your destination in check. So I am really excited to go to today's show so that people can experience our journey on different platforms in terms of what this 2022 is going to deliver for us. Great. So we are about to go into the first stage, which is being dollar savvy. So let's take over with Jennifer. All right.
Yes. So let's look at the area of finances. So remember, we chatted about the vision board and I explained, you know, what it's about, how we go about it. So let's say your area is under finances. So this is the financial aspect. So on that vision board, one of the headings, so remember, we look at different areas. I have several areas, but one of the headings would be financial. So this is the area I'm dealing with. All right. So for those who would say, well, yes, financial is one of the areas I want to focus on, you first have to really start to think what aspect of financial, because Terri-Ann, financial could mean anything. Financial could mean you're looking for higher income because of where you are. Financial could mean you have to pay off a debt. You have different things. So each person here, those you listening to us, going to be different. So let's use, in my case, let me say financial would be, under financial, I would want to achieve my financial goal. So my financial goal would be having a rental income and having a passive income. So let me just put it under that. So under the main heading is financial. So in some persons under that financial will be maybe education fees for the children, maybe renovation of a house, maybe just having sufficient income every month to buy groceries. So it's like a subheading under the heading, but you're not writing it. It is, you know, you're taking pictures. You are, posting or sticking photos. So in my case, what I have done is say, okay, rental income. So I am showing here a photo of a house, a renovated house with a little annex at the side. It's not the one I have because I haven't completed that renovation as yet. But having to look at that photo, it would say to me, hey, yeah, this is what I am going to achieve. The other aspect of putting that photo there, but I want to know how much money I need, because every time I watch that photo, I have to also be reminded that this is the money I need. So as I said, so if your photo would be, you need grocery money, then you put a photo of groceries at the table full, no table or no countertop that only have 2 packs of flour. No, it's full with all the things you want. We could easily get photos like that. So immediately, every time you look at that, your mind, and it's, you know, your mind is a powerful tool. So in your mind, you're flashing, wow, groceries. You understand? All right. So it's important for me to put a dollar sign, and it's important for you to put a dollar sign. This will make you know that what would be the cost of your groceries every month, right? Do you have to put out 5,000? What it is, what your groceries, and really full basket, full trolley of groceries that will keep your family fed and happy for that month or that quarter, depending on how you want to shop. What would it cost you? All right. Don't get, you know, depressed when you see the amount. You put it out there, because when you see that set of groceries on the shelf, on your countertop, and you see, well, it costs you that, it stimulates in your mind, okay, how am I going to get it? All right. So in my case with the rental income, and I see that photo there, and I see the amount of money that I have to get to do it, I'm not going to get flustered. The next step would be, how are you going to achieve it? Again, you're not writing down anything. You know, how am I going to achieve it? You put photos. How are you going to see grocery? You see yourself in front of the grocery. You see yourself in the grocery. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, we got that with our phone, you know. Take a picture with you standing up at the grocery shelf. You understand? Take a photo with you home, packing some groceries, pack all the groceries you have in the cupboard and put it there. Things like that to stimulate you, okay? And you would know, to encourage you, to motivate you. All right. So your next step, so that's the step. So I know I want the house. I have the photos there of that annex. I know how much it will cost, and I put in photos of what I have to do. What I have to do is, okay, I have to take action. It's not just talk. I have to take action. So I have to see myself welcoming that tenant in the house. You okay? You know, you can go online. It's easy to get a photo of somebody entering a house and turning a key. You understand? It's easy for you to get a photo, and I'm using, as you realize, I'm using the grocery here in terms of the financial, whatever it is. It's easy for you to get a photo of somebody pushing a full trolley of groceries from a grocery store, right? It's the imaging is what really motivates you. So you have that action. What you move on to again? Hey, when are you going to achieve this? So if I don't put a date somewhere along, then you have a problem. So when? So I'll say, you know what? I should be able to do that in 6 months. So again, I'm not writing. I know this is not about writing anything. I cutting out somewhere in the magazine, have a figure 6. and they have
Put out a
words
calendar.
spelled out.
Put a calendar.
Yes, you could
The
do it in the
months.
you could put the calendar, 6 months, whatever that indicating as 6 and MONTHS. You understand? If it is you want to start in March, as Terri-Ann said, use a calendar, put something mark March. That gives me a time frame. And I'm not flustered, you know, because each month. So I'm putting maybe 6 months, but for me, I'm very visual and I am very systematic. I like to see things step by step. So for me, and I put it 6 months, I put in month 1, right? Talk to architect or go visit or talk to a contractor. Month 2, you know, I need to find where I get any money from. Start talking to some financial person, somebody who could, some lender or something. So I'll put in a step that I am going to do. So by, you know, and I need to understand too that I have very early is when I have to take action of how I get in that money. Because remember, if I want 6 months, it means that I need at least 4 months or so for the contractor to complete. So you have to be realistic. So when I write that down, if I say, no, gosh, Jennifer, how they could do that in 4 months, it means I will extend it. All right. And the same thing with any other goal. When you put that time frame, remember again, I have to keep reminding you, we put in photos, you know, so you could always unstick and stick back. That's if you're online, oh, you remove and you post again. So when you do that, you really, as you move along, by the 2nd month, I will say, oh gosh, I ain't got that loan yet. How the contractor could start without that money? So maybe I'm pushing down. I am not getting depressed. I'm not getting worried. I know it coming. All right. So you do the same thing in terms of the time frame. And in doing that time frame and you put in that time on, it helps you, and I just gave an example of that. It helps you to be realistic about what you're doing. Because when I see that and the months going and things not happening, you can look within and say, well, look at the situation, I should say, and decide, am I being realistic here? I really want to achieve that. Should I just extend the period? Should I do this? Should I bring in somebody else to help me? You know, I always tell people, I'm all about family and bringing your family on board. So if you have people living in the house, eating all those groceries, and if I have depending on me to help them financially, hey, they need to be on board. They need to be on board. So you should get them on board and share and say, listen, this is what I'm doing. This is my plan. This is my vision. How you can help here. Do you have the same vision? Because listen to me, and I learned that from early. You could have all the plans for family, those who have family as one of the priorities. If they are not on board with you, listen to me, you ain't getting anywhere. Forget that vision.
It's called Bravo, smoke your pipe.
Yes. So as long you're going to include others, it means that bring them on board, because you have to face the reality of your situation. And the reality for me may be that I would not be able to get all that money. So those who will benefit from it may be able to help. So that will be the shortfall. And I'm not writing that down. I will know the shortfall is X. So if it is, I have a rich friend like Terri-Ann who will say, hey, lend me so and so. I put in a little photo of Terri-Ann handing me something. I'm telling you. Because after she commit, I put in that, it will remind me every time I see it, share with her how the goal going. Share with her and say, girl, I'm ready for that. I will be ready for that money next month. You with me? The same thing with the groceries. You may be helping out. They have a lot in the household who depending on you. Some may be working. Share the goal with them, because if it is the grocery, you have a shortfall, they may be able to help and say, okay, I would help you, because they're seeing it. The vision is there. The vision is there. So this is how I would do in terms of financial. Of course, before you even start the vision board, you have to know where you are. Okay, you have to know where you are. and why. So in doing the vision board, right through as you put in your photos and images, etc., you need to know, hey, why am I doing that? Because Terri-Ann, if I don't know why I want this annex, then I have a problem. You know, just put any photos and see any nice photos saying, okay, but what's the rush? You have no rush to do that. If you don't know why you need the extra groceries or whatever other financial or whichever one of the areas that you choose, if you don't know why it is urgent for you to achieve that and what it will do to you in terms of your happiness, your wellness, your self-care, all the different things for you and your family, then hey, so you're starting with that, and we said we're starting with positivity. You starting with that positive saying, this is what I want for me, or this is what I want for my family, or this is what I want to do. You can't just be a spiritual person just so. You have to understand, you have to connect, you have to have that connection to say, really, I want to connect closer to my God because. All right. So basically, Terri-Ann, without, I think I have outlined it. Feel free, of course, you all to ask questions. But coming down to the end of the month, our normal forum, we're going to be focusing on really one-on-one helping you with whatever area to do it along with you. And in this way, we are doing it with you. But when it's one-on-one, it's different. So I will say, hey, look out for our, when we promoting that forum. And if you need that hand held and that support and then to go through that area, we would be there for you. So that's it on the having a financial vision board, and all the best with your vision board.
Okay, so now we are coming to a vision board with Intune. And I am taking you on a personal journey. And Jennifer, one of the things that I want everybody to understand when we start to do our vision board, when we talk about being in tune with yourself, is that there's a level of honesty that is required. This is your vision board. What the process I'm going to take you through is what Terri-Ann truly wants for Terri-Ann in 2022. It's my vision. It's where I would like to be. It's going to be used as a compass. The images are going to be used as a compass to help me when things go crazy and I'm torn between different choices and different demands. I will glance at my vision board and decide, okay, do I want to divert a bit because it's necessary in a situation? Or excuse me, I'm not taking you on because this is not on track with what I want to do. So Jennifer, we can identify with that.
Yeah. Terri-Ann, are you doing your vision board online, or like me, you're going to more be?
I'm doing a digital vision board.
You're doing
a digital vision board.
Great. So they're getting two different types of vision board. Yeah.
So how I started, I did using good old Google, a search for, first of all, I did vision boards, and then I did a search for empowered women in retirement. Then I did empowered retired 60-year-olds.
You define your heading.
Yeah. I defined my headings, and I only selected images. So images came up, and I reviewed the images, and I just looking at them in a very relaxed way, I selected the ones that resonated with my soul. I let something inside of me speak. It was not a brain exercise. I let something inside of me speak. And one of the things that I did before is that I, just like Jennifer, I noted what are the important pockets for me in terms of self-care being in tune. And coming to mind was family, community relationships, community and relationships, health, money, and emotional well-being. And you know what, Jennifer? I decided to rank them. And you know what our reflex is? The first thing will be family. You know, for me, the last thing is family.
And Terri, that's a great thing. When you can rank, you need to roll. So yeah.
So I realized number one for me is emotional and mental well-being. You know, I have to say something, Jennifer. Some of my friends tell me, you know, Terri-Ann, when I listen to you on this show, I feel you single, you're divorced, but you don't have no children and you have no husband. And
they don't know you
married,
are lovely husband and sons.
I love them dearly, but I am able to single out when I'm talking about me. I am not an appendage to a person or people who have come out of me. You are dealing with Terri-Ann. You are not dealing with someone's wife or someone's mother. So understand my mindset as I do this vision board. So you're not going to see any pictures of any happy, huggy couple or set of children around the place. This is my vision board. Okay?
That's a given. That's a given.
And if you choose to have a different mindset, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I decided my priorities were number one, my emotional and mental health, my emotional and mental well-being. Number two, my physical health. Number three, my money. Because without money, as you said just now, Jennifer, crap was smoking that pipe. Number four was family. And number five would be the wider community and the relationships. Because I am saying for 2022, I need to be in a good place. So the first image that I found, so you are going to see flashes of the images that I'm going to put together for my vision board. And the first picture that I saw that really resonated with me, Jennifer, was this one. The best way to predict the future is to create it.
Great. So, I love that, Terri-Ann.
And that is going to be in the middle.
Vision board.
That is going to be in the middle. So if the first way to predict my future is to create it, I sat down and I said, okay, what am I wanting to be and feel? 2021 and 2020 and 21 were pressure. I say it was pressure. So then I got this picture of this amazing lady. And this lady just reflects what I feel. I hear what I want, even if it's just peace and quiet. So in my vision for myself, I want to tune out who I want to tune out. I hear what I want. I love this one, fuel efficient and power, in the battle between fuel efficient and power. I have to control how I use my energy, where I give my energy. And I want to always have power. I want to be able to do whatever I want. So I can't diffuse my energy all over the place and then I want to do something and I have no power to do it. And very often—
And let me ask you this in this photo. Is it that the photo came with these little things at the side, or you put it in?
No, these are the little
just,
things.
as you say, resonated with exact. That's what I was wondering.
When I search empowered retirement, and you see how my lady have her little badminton racket and she in her high heels.
Yeah, and I like, let's get ready for a longer retirement, that she's ready for that. I could relate.
How good can you feel? I mean, that lady, that image, that, and of course, when I lose the 30 pounds, I would look like her. Okay, so and the fact that I always love scenes with mountains and water, this just resonated with me in terms of what I want to be. So when I'm in stress and I'm creating my future and I have this picture, then I know, okay. So these pictures represented a lot of the emotional and mental health states that I want to achieve, and the health, the position with my health. And then Jennifer, I went on to the issue, and those are my top two. Then I went on to money. And I asked myself the question, all right, what's the big deal with money? The big deal is everything. But it's not just money. And I love the juxtaposition. You, with being dollar savvy, you have to have your projects and you need to know where the money is. But I'm saying now, for my well-being, financial freedom is something that is important. And I found this billboard, and I hope you are seeing it, the benefits of financial freedom. And it's just, now some of you may think, but this is something too kosher. Why you must have financial freedom? You don't have to tolerate people you don't like. And I think at 60, and I'm proud on the CONEC stage now, and the second stage, I don't have to tolerate people that I don't like. And I have to be able to manage my affairs to maintain that. This first point helps me to be very prudent with how I use my retirement resources, because I will live to 100. I have to manage the money for 40 years. So if you see me with my retirement lump sum, don't think it's yours, it's mine. It has to last 40 years. And if you think it's going to last 40 years, you'll realize it's not a lot of money. All right? That also gives me time to, as much time as I want, with my beloved, those whom I love. Yes, that husband, that children, the family. I can only have time with them if I am comfortable. Yeah. And I have to plan. I can read and learn what I want. I have choice. I have choice. And you see that thing for sleep, healthy food, workout and rest. They are so important for me to be in tune. And when I am able, when I'm comfortable, I have my pension and I take my lump sum and I divide it into the 40 years I have to live, I know my boundaries. I know how much money I have and how much I can achieve in every year. So I don't put my hat where I can't reach, and nobody can bother me with extra demands and things like that. So my number 3 was money. And finally,
before you go on to your number 4, I just want to highlight what you did there. Because of the financial, you actually, and we said it, under financial, this is your area under financial freedom. It's not building a house, it's not anything else but financial freedom. And what is nice, under, again, as we say, subheadings, financial freedom, you were able to get that photo that depicts exactly how you feel. Google. So it just shows, and I'm highlighting that. So those who are listening and interested, you know, you can go online if it's not in the magazine, and you can pull it up. Yes. Exactly what Terri-Ann has done there. So yeah.
I mean, it is so, and the thing is, when you're doing the vision board, and this is the vision board for being in tune with yourself, honesty. I am not thinking of what somebody else wants, or this is what I want.
No, what you
I
want.
will not be able to do this all the time, but it keeps me focused. And when I go off track, I could look at it and say, okay, Terri-Ann, you're off track, get back on track.
You have a guide. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So number 4, finally, the family reaching the scene. All right. But when I talked family, because of what is happening with me, I'm very, very concerned about my parents. I'm very concerned about them. And this picture, I am not in this picture. Remember, I said I am the treat. For me to be the treat, I have to find caregivers who would love my parents, who would hug my parents, would do with them as I want. And Jennifer, this resonated with me because a few days ago, I was at my house with my mother, and her caregiver was walking her around the yard. And they were sitting outside, and they were hugging and laughing. And I know people will get upset seeing that, and they'll feel jealous. I just felt so relieved and happy because I have someone who loves them, which means that I can relax and I can step in, because I know they can't love them more than me. They can do what they want. They can't love them more than me, and they cannot take my place. So where family is concerned, this picture really resonated with me for 2022, that I have to get people who care for my parents as I do, that they can be smiling and laughing. I wish I saw a picture with someone with both a mother and a father, but this represents what I want to achieve.
And as we said, you could at some stage, you may find that photo and you could just replace it. And that is the good thing about the vision board.
Exactly.
But it's a beautiful photo. Everybody is so happy.
Okay. And finally, community. I looked at community and I said, you know, Jen, I have to put in here a picture of us, because our partnership with Connection is so important, a part of my life. Now I can put in nothing with all kind of friends and all kind of, I have bad beautiful friends, and none of them will be offended by my saying this. But what we do at Connections is so important to me personally, as my community, that this is the perfect picture for a community. You and I on this screen talking to all of our people.
Yeah.
So those are my favorite 5 areas. And then I said, looking for a picture of what would this collage probably look like at the end of the day. And I found one that represented what my vision board will look like.
Yes.
And this picture is, now there are some things inside of here that not going to fit in. Right? You see this body?
Yeah, it's just you could always replace. Yeah.
No. This body lifting weights in the corner, not me. But what I like is the fact that you have the gardening. I use gardening to really relax. I have that there. I have a beautiful home. The kitchen, I love to cook. So you see that kitchen picture? I like a nice space to make I love outdoors. I love to look out. So this had it there. Oh, spa and me, bathroom. I spend plenty of time in spa and bathrooms. Oh, I love it there. The picture with the personal trainer is important, and Maria knows if I don't have somebody telling me to exercise, I don't exercise. So the personal trainer, and I saw this picture, I said the personal trainer is in the middle. This was made for me. And the issue of financially fit for life, that theme coming back again. I have to be financially fit to live the life that I choose to live, that I want to live. The nice new car, and of course, relaxing. And I just thought that if I follow all those things, I have the storyboard for me being in tune. And that's where it is. This collage, this could be the completed digital vision board. It's framed, and that could represent where I want to be. I will get the digital vision board done, frame it up, and hang it in many places. It will be on my phone, it will be my desktop. I will print it and hang it in my office, put it in my bedroom, so that everywhere I go, it will be my guidepost. So, Jennifer.
I love it. I love it. You know, and yours, when you look at the vision board, you got all excited. I mean, that is Terri-Ann's vision board, but I, you know, as Terri-Ann is speaking, I could actually see it being manifested, you know, and that is what it is all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
And being honest,
I love it.
True to self, being honest and true. And even as you went through your thing, it's so important when you're doing the vision board exercise. Don't fool yourself. It is yours. And there was one other thing that I had to. Sometimes you see a saying in the last 2 minutes that I had that I struggle with something to capture everything that, you know, what I want to say. And I found this saying, Jennifer, while you might not be able to meet all of your loved ones' wishes, it's important to take them into consideration. And my point to all the people who are my loved ones and who are around me is that as I have done my vision board, I have opted to be selfish. but it's not an absolute selfishness. It is not a, I don't care. I have taken everyone's view into consideration. And one thing with a vision board exercise is that those who are around us and love us need to know that, understand that, and respect that. So,
yes.
So that's my personal vision board for me to stay in tune for 2020. 2022, God, I'm going back.
What I would love to see, and we're sharing this with the audience, those on Facebook, and I think to send us, let's, as you do your vision board, send it, let's post it.
Yeah, just
share it with us.
Yeah.
It is your vision. Nobody can criticize or say anything. This is you.
So that's Terri-Ann being in tune and doing her vision.
Great.
So Jennifer, now we are in tribe because we've dealt with our money, we've dealt with ourselves, and in tribe. So Jen, what's our tribe? It's Connections 50 Plus.
Yep. It is really so great, Terri-Ann, to be able to reach out to you out there and have that connection, And again, thanks. We started in 2022 and we got so much, let me say, kudos and compliments to 2021 because we enjoy being with you all. We enjoy reaching out and forming a tribe with you. Yeah.
And I think it is really important, even as we begin to speak about connections, which is us together, in terms of our vision and board, that we remind you there are two sides to Connections 50 Plus. We have a public side where we reach out to everyone on social media, and this 5.8 G Live is such an important part of that. Every Wednesday, through Facebook, on Gael, through YouTube, we are able to talk to you, our community, and give you share our ideas, our thoughts, chat with you in the comments, receive your feedback. And that really helps to build our community, and it's so important. And then many of you interact with us one-on-one as individuals through our programs, or through your companies. We may do retirement workshops with your companies. We may do different programs. So in the two sides of Connections 50 Plus, whether it's social outreach or in our consultancy, we are very, very conscious that there is a vision and a mission that we are driven by. And we want to remind you, share with you what those drivers are. And for those of you who have dealt with us professionally, I think you'll see the same themes flowing through from those of you who deal with us via social media. So Jennifer.
Yes, and this is from our website. So again, we encourage you to visit our website, see what we're all about. We have been talking a lot about programs, etc. But when you go on our website, you would see everything that we do. So we have here, Terri-Ann, our services unmatched. Yeah. And Terri-Ann, you were speaking when you spoke about the vision board for you. You were talking about taking care of you. So let's hear, it's time to put you first, Terri-Ann.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter whether you're dealing with us on social media or professionally, you are front and center.
And we are saying here, we care about your well-being. Well, we say that over and over and over. So by now, you know, it's the truth we are talking. Yeah. So we try our best in terms of how we approach, our programs, how we interact and engage with you, our audience, our clients. And our main goal here is to build that trustworthy relationship, to make sure that you always remember on the third act stage, especially, to put you first, because we want you to enjoy great health. We care about your well-being. You know, we want you to be comfortable. We want you to be happy. And that's our goal for you. So
Jennifer, you know, it will be a fun exercise. All you people on Facebook, on YouTube, or Gael, you choose a picture from anywhere in your universe and send it to us and let it depict how we make you feel. Doesn't matter what that picture is.
So, and Terri-Ann, we could do a collage with it, with all these
exactly.
That will be the 5.8G community. Hey,
have we taken care of you? So just get a picture wherever it is on how we make you feel. Have we put you first? Just send us a picture that just reflects how do we make you feel. Have we done a good job?
I can see that collage. I can see it. Yep.
Great.
Don't disappoint us, huh? Please send those photos. Yeah.
And Jennifer, the next one is we are very serious about this third act. Yeah. We recognize that life is made up of stages. We move from one to the other. We move from being a dependent one on the second act, on the first act, to being our own person on the second act, where we become empowered. And here we are, the 5.8G. This is the third act. It is sometimes so frightening for us to think of leaving the unfamiliar, because very few people have put that third act front and center. Definitely, sometimes most people say that you retire, you pack up, no more status, no more this and that. But we are saying that while letting go can be difficult, we've got, it's not 20 to 30, it's 30 to 40 years ahead of us with all kinds of experience behind us. And we want to build that stage, but we've got to do it with confidence. So Connections 50 Plus is about helping you to drop the anxiety, drop the stress, and to be empowered by our own imaginations and our knowledge of our skills and competence, and build that stage. So we are also, while we're taking care of you, we're getting ready for that. We're building a stage, a big, big stage. Our stage has 3 sections, the 50 to 60, the 60 to 70, the 70 to 80.
A lot of excitement happening on the stage.
So I think if you could also send pictures of this, I mean, we have to look, we have to find our own images, but constructing that stage, building your confidence and your competencies so that your third act could be better than the second act and better as defined by you. Let's let it go and let's move forward. So, Jennifer, the last area now.
You know, we talk about new opportunities. Terri-Ann, once again, building this third act stage is creating opportunities, helping our cohort to create those opportunities. Because many times when you leave the workplace, especially years ago, when you reach 60 and they do that retirement party for you, you feel that's the end of life, you know. You know, like immediately from the time you step out, and you say from the time you leave that gate at your office, it's like you step into old age. You know, so this is where we have to change that whole your mindset again, thinking that, hey, this is a new stage. Listen, this is a stage of opportunities, and we are here. But listen, we are perfect example of being on that stage. You know, just welcoming all the different opportunities and sharing with our clients, with you, our followers, all the different things you can do. And when we talk opportunities, it's all about the transition process. So it's not just looking for a next job, because some people might say, oh gosh, you want to kill us? We ain't going and work again so hard. No, 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 no. When we talk opportunities, it's not just entrepreneurship. It's not just going into business. No, it's opportunities for you. You can
remember, you would have done your vision board. You would have done your financial vision board and your in-tune vision board. So all the opportunities are there.
Right? So, and we, you know what? We're not just talking about it, Terri-Ann. we have in our programs, and those of you, that's why I say you're on our Facebook, on our website, check out our programs. We have ensured we included assessments, different type of assessments in our programs to help you, because you can do assessments if you want to go into entrepreneurship. We have that type of assessment. If you just want to know what your skills are, if you just want to know about life, where do you turn? You know, you may have some skills within you and you don't know. So with all our different assessments, and we have many assessments, will help you seek those opportunities or welcome the opportunities and really be successful. And this is what we want.
Exactly, Jennifer. So, I mean, Connections 50 Plus, when we talk about visioning, we really hope and want to make sure that you all are part of us as a tribe. We've created that tribe in different ways. And as we said, we take care of you, making sure, and putting you first is not a selfish thing. If you put you first, you make sure that you are there to take care of and carry everyone who is dependent on you, who is looking up to you for inspiration and strength, who during your second act stage they were mentored by you, you encouraged them, you motivated them, you inspired them, and they're going to continue looking at you to see that you continue doing all this stuff. So you've got to build that stage. And the opportunities, we are the original opportunity makers and creators. Our cohort built the stage that we live on now.
All the experience and the skills and things. We have it, the others don't have it. They have nothing to look back on. So we are the leaders. Yeah.
They are looking to us to be inspired. So it is so important, I think, and Jennifer, that's why I keep saying that, I'm so excited that we've done Connections 50 Plus, that we've done it, and we've done it with the mission. And, sometimes then people look at us and they say the craziest things about us because I suppose we project an image, but we're not projecting an image. What you're seeing is real. Again, people who know us would say, yeah, this is Terri-Ann and this is Jennifer. But it's really being very comfortable with who we are and where we are, with the pros and cons of where we are, with all the challenges, embrace it, but not letting that say you can't and get you down and all those kinds of stuff. You have to explore new opportunities. Yeah. So Connections 50 Plus, I would say, is very ready for 2022.
Yep.
And that means Connections 50 Plus and all its associates, Michael, Boia, Nika, all of our guests, everyone who works with us, and most importantly, all of you, because you're also a part of the tribe. So, Jennifer, is this going to be a good year?
Definitely. As I said, we started the year with a bang. It's all about how you want your year to be.
That's somebody's phrase. This is a good year for having a good year. So let's make it a good year.
Create the year you want. And if you want a year of happiness and things, that's what you will create.
Exactly.
Yeah? And at Connections 50 Plus, we want a year of success, of happiness, and not just for us, for you out there also. Yeah.
And remember, success is not always defined with a dollar sign. Success has a dollar sign there, but success always starts with what's going on in your mind. And that you are in control and going where you need to. So, Jen, I think a nice way for us to move out of this year is to remind people of some of the ways that Connections 50 Plus can help them build their new. So, Jennifer, we're empowered. We have vision, personally and for Connections 50 Plus.
Yes. So at this time, Terri-Ann, what I would love to do is to remind you all, get your photos together. I am all excited to create this collage, with you all on it. And I'm sure you're excited too to see what it will look like. So that's a great way for us to close or to start the new year. We start in 2022. We have already started, but to have that and we could just do screenshots of our collage, right?
Definitely, definitely. So Jennifer, what's the best way to end this first show as a reminder of what Connections 50 Plus can do for our members?
What I want, Terri-Ann, to remind our audience that yes, we love chatting with you like this, but you always have to take action. And as we mentioned earlier, one of our main goals is the transition process, because we know how it could be challenging for many of you all. And our program
can be difficult.
Yes. So we do have the program to help you. There's no reason why you wouldn't, just register, sign up, give us a call, because this program here would be the one to really get you going, in addition with your vision board, to get you going to achieve your goals, right? Because you want to have a really successful year.
Great. So we're up and running. Next Wednesday, we hope to be flashing some of the images that you would have sent that will show us how we make you feel. And we're going to be telling you more about how we will be helping you to get onto your vision board. So see you next week and taking this message as we go. Bye.
Hi, all you beautiful people over 50. Here's an offer designed just for you. 50 Plus Tribe. You are not going to live the rest of your lives. You are now going to live the best of your lives. Up your game plan and make an entrepreneurial stance while maximizing your holistic wellness. Connections 50 Plus offers a life transition and self-care individual coaching program that can put that pep in your step. We can work together to ensure that you take action now and explore new possibilities to become the best version of yourselves in the play-that stage. Connections 50 Plus Life Transition and Self-Care Individual Coaching Program is the modern approach to staying relevant and forward-thinking. Call us at 868-685-8834 or 868-682-9202 or connect with us at connections50plus.com. 50 Plus Tribe, you are enough. Make your golden years fulfilling.
50 Plus Tribe, and follow us from Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Thank you for joining us on this Connections 50 Plus 5.8G Alive show.
We hope you enjoyed the lively conversation and look forward to seeing you next week.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We really love getting your feedback. Bye for now.